Hi, I'm Margaret McElroy. Welcome to my thought for the week. I was thinking this week about how things used to be for me until the invention of the computer. It would take a week and a half for a letter to go to England from Australia, and the reply would take just as long. There were not many people who had a phone in the home either. We had to go down the road to a box and put in threepence so that we could make a call. All travel details were dealt with by a person called a travel agent. And in the supermarket, the groceries were handed over a counter and one could buy 4 ounces of cheese and 1/4 of a pound of sugar. I was given a list and sent to the shop, and I carried the groceries home in a wicker basket. There was an actual shop which sold meat, known as a butcher's. And where I lived in England, one took domestic science as a subject at high school and learned to make all kinds of foods, from cakes to hot dinners. The days seemed to pass very slowly. Then came the advent of the computer. I was a computer operator in 1964. We not only entered data on punch cards, but we also had to verify what had been written, but we never verified our own work. Supermarkets became the place to shop, and of course butchers became hard to find because the supermarkets now sold meat. Very soon we were booking our own travel online. The mobile phone, to begin with, the size of a brick. Although many had their own phone in the home, many today don't need it. And like the plastic record and cassette tapes, it is deemed obsolete these days. Progress in the world of electronics and computers has been so fast we cannot imagine life without the mobile phone and the apps which have spawned from it. For myself, who grew up with the old way of communication, it was hard to begin with, learning to use the new technology. In fact, Alan and I were sitting at a table in a restaurant one day, and there was a little girl of about 4. She was struggling to eat her food, but boy, could her fingers operate her mobile phone as she ate. In the last 30 years, so much has changed in the world. We have a new language where we just use one letter, such as U for the word you, and LOL for laugh out loud. It makes one wonder just what is next on the horizon electronically. One thing I know for certain is that those in the next world have the knowledge before we do, because they create it and then plant the information in our subconscious minds for us to pick up and think it is our invention. They are pretty savvy. In fact, I once asked Maitreya, my teacher, what it was like over there, and he told me it was like a giant corporation without ego. We are so lucky to have the technology we have today, but one day that too will be obsolete. Welcome change though, because it is a constant thing in our lives, and it will always be there to move us on.